Hello again, incredible English learners, and welcome back to English in Advance. I'm Jennifer, your guide on this wonderful journey, and it's truly fantastic to have you joining me for day 4 of our 7 Days to Confident Speak English Fluently challenge. Can you believe we're already here? We've journeyed together such a remarkable distance in just a few days, haven't we? Yesterday, we truly dug deep. We focused on something profoundly transformative: how to start thinking directly in English and bravely break free from that persistent, often exhausting habit of translating everything in your mind. We talked about clearing that mental traffic jam, that constant back and forth between languages, allowing your thoughts to flow freely and spontaneously in English. We explored using all those wonderful new words and grammatical structures we've discussed. If you've been practicing those internal narrations, perhaps describing your morning or observing the unique architecture of a neighborhood, or even mentally planning your next trip to a beautiful national park, all in English. If you've been bravely speaking your thoughts aloud for those dedicated 5 minutes, you are truly building a superhighway for your English brain. You're laying down the essential foundation for genuine, uninhibited fluency, particularly vital for navigating diverse linguistic landscapes. But now, my dear learners, it's time for the true test, the exhilarating moment when all that internal preparation, all that silent linguistic architecture we've been constructing, truly comes alive. Our entire exhilarating focus for day 4 is nothing less than daily English conversation practice. This isn't just about passively absorbing more information or simply accumulating more words. It's about actively engaging your voice, making your English fluent, smooth, and natural, ready for real-world interactions. Because let's be absolutely honest with ourselves, you can meticulously know all the grammar rules, possess a vast and impressive vocabulary, and even think perfectly in English. But until you actually open your mouth and speak, until you engage in real, dynamic, and often spontaneous back and forth conversations, your English isn't truly alive. It's like having a beautiful high performance car in your garage, fully fueled and ready, but never taking it for a joyful drive on open roads. Speaking is the glorious arena where all those carefully learned words and grammar rules, all those intricate linguistic pieces, finally start to flow together, naturally, effortlessly, like water cascading down a vibrant, living stream. It's the ultimate linguistic muscle you need to train for true, unhesitant fluency. And today, with courage and purpose, we're giving it a powerful, purposeful, and thoroughly rewarding workout. We're getting you ready to confidently engage in small talk, share your opinions, and tell your story across the diverse tapestry of life. The indispensable value of daily English conversation practice. So let's truly explore why this consistent daily conversation practice is so incredibly, undeniably crucial. It's the very crucible where your English genuinely comes alive, where it transforms from academic knowledge into a fluid tool for authentic connection. It's the pivotal moment when you move from simply knowing about English to actually using English to connect with others, to express your unique thoughts and perspectives, and to share your world with remarkable clarity and authenticity. This consistent, active speaking practice, even in small doses, does several absolutely incredible things for you, particularly for navigating social and professional settings. Firstly, and this is a game changer in a fast paced environment, it forces your brain to think on its feet. When you're in a conversation, Whether it's a casual chat at a coffee shop or a more formal discussion, there's no time for a laborious mental translation factory to operate. You're compelled to retrieve those words and phrases quickly and spontaneously without that frustrating, confidence eroding pause that often accompanies internal translation. It's a mental sprint, a kind of exhilarating verbal gymnastics that builds incredible linguistic agility. Your brain learns to forge direct pathways between your thoughts and English words, bypassing your native language entirely. You learn to trust your instincts, to let the words flow out almost automatically, even when facing unexpected questions or nuanced idioms. This real time processing ability is the hallmark of true fluency, allowing you to participate in dynamic exchanges without feeling constantly behind, which is often key to effective communication where conversations can move swiftly. Secondly, and perhaps most importantly for many learners around the world, especially those encountering new social norms, it helps you overcome hesitation and fear. We've all felt those familiar butterflies in our stomach, that unsettling moment of panic when a colleague or new friend asks a question in English and the words just vanish. It's the inner critic whispering doubts, the fear of judgment, the worry of making a cultural misstep or a grammatical error. But here's the beautiful truth: the more you speak, even if you stumble, even if you make perfectly natural and expected mistakes, the less terrifying it becomes. Every single conversation, no matter how brief or how imperfect it might feel, is a small, profound victory. It's a conscious, courageous step towards building genuine linguistic courage, systematically dismantling those invisible, self imposed barriers that hold your voice back. Each time you speak, you're telling your brain, it's safe to use English. And that message gradually silences the inner critic, replacing fear with a growing sense of capability, which is crucial for thriving in a new linguistic environment. People generally appreciate the effort to communicate even with mistakes. And thirdly, this active engagement allows you to receive immediate feedback, which is priceless for accelerated learning. Whether it's the gentle, encouraging correction from a kind conversation partner, the subtle nod of understanding that tells you you're on the right track, or simply the powerful revelation you get from hearing your own voice through voice typing. This immediate feedback loop is absolutely essential for fine-tuning your linguistic instrument. It's how you naturally refine your pronunciation, perfect your intonation so your English gains its beautiful musicality, and truly shape the overall naturalness and expressiveness of your delivery. It's where you truly begin to develop that smooth, authentic, native like flow that makes for a truly great listening experience, both for yourself and for others. It's the magical point where your accumulated grammar knowledge and vast vocabulary truly crystallize into usable, living language, becoming more than just facts in your head. It's where you start to sound natural in the most natural sense of the word, not just speaking English, but speaking fluent English. Powerful strategies for daily conversation practice. Now, let's dive into some powerful, deeply practical strategies for incorporating truly effective daily English conversation practice into your routine, making it not just productive, but genuinely enjoyable and transformative. These are concrete, actionable steps you can and absolutely should start implementing today. Our first and perhaps most direct strategy is to simply have a 10-minute English conversation with a friend, a tutor, or even an AI partner. The absolute key here is consistency, not perfection. Think of it like a daily vitamin for your English brain. Small, regular doses yield immense long-term benefits. Imagine watering a beautiful plant every single day, just a little bit, consistently. That's how your English speaking skills will blossom, quietly but surely. Try to do this every single day, even if it's a very simple, casual chat. If you have a friend or a family member, perhaps someone from a local community group, or a study buddy from your university campus, or even a colleague, propose a short, friendly, no pressure chat. Discuss common small talk topics, the latest weather patterns, perhaps the surprisingly cold spring, or the heat waves. Talk about local events like a community fair in your neighborhood or a concert in a nearby park. Share thoughts on popular sports teams. You could even discuss a recent movie everyone's talking about. The goal is simply to activate your speaking muscles regularly, to get your mouth and brain accustomed to forming English words and sentences together. Remember, this is not an exam, it's a shared journey of exploration and growth. It's an opportunity to experiment, to try out new phrases, and to simply get comfortable with the act of speaking. If a human partner isn't readily available, please don't underestimate the truly remarkable power of an AI conversation partner. Many language learning apps and websites now offer incredibly sophisticated AI, providing a tireless, patient, and completely judgment-free space for you to practice speaking aloud and getting comfortable with immediate responses. This provides a safe haven, a private linguistic laboratory for your developing voice, allowing you to experiment and grow without any self-consciousness or fear of making a mistake in front of a person. Many of these AI tools are specifically trained on natural English, offering you a realistic conversational experience. Next, I want to introduce you to a truly revolutionary tool for practicing your spoken English, especially invaluable when you're alone and want immediate, tangible self-assessment. Embrace voice typing. That's right. Speak into something as simple as Google Docs and watch almost magically as it types out your spoken words. Here's exactly how this powerful technique works and why it's so incredibly effective for your fluency. Open a new document in Google Docs or any similar application on your computer or phone. Find the voice typing feature usually under the Tools menu, and then, without hesitation, just start speaking English. Talk about anything and everything that comes to mind. Describe your lively experience navigating a busy grocery store. Recount a funny incident from your day at a college campus. Share your deepest dreams. Discuss your plans for the upcoming weekend. Maybe a trip to a local state park, or even offer a detailed, spontaneous account of your morning commute on a highway. Just let the words pour out freely and spontaneously, without censoring yourself, without stopping to think too much. The absolute golden rule here is this: do not stop to correct yourself immediately. Just let the speech flow uninterrupted. This is crucial for building fluidity and breaking the habit of self-editing mid-sentence. The real magic happens afterward. Once you've finished speaking for a few minutes, take a deep breath and then carefully, meticulously read what Google Docs transcribed. You'll instantly, almost effortlessly, see precisely where you stumbled, where your pronunciation might have been unclear, or where you made grammatical errors. This provides immediate, concrete, and unbiased feedback without the pressure of a live conversation. You can then go back and correct your grammar later, turning this into an incredibly powerful self-correction exercise, transforming every single mistake into a valuable stepping stone for improvement. This technique brilliantly trains your fluency by forcing continuous, uninhibited speech and then provides a fantastic diagnostic tool, a truly personal linguistic mirror for self improvement. Our third and wonderfully engaging strategy is all about enhancing your natural sound and emotional expression, making your English truly captivating and authentically human, specifically tuned to natural speech patterns. Learned from the masters by watching a short scene from a movie or TV show and then repeating lines with emotion. Don't just pick any random scene. Choose something short, perhaps 30 seconds to a minute, from popular movies or TV shows known for natural, everyday dialogue. Think of sitcoms for their conversational banter, or dramas that feature clear, relatable emotional exchanges. Look for a scene where the characters are just chatting, expressing common feelings or reacting to everyday situations. Play a single sentence or a short phrase, then pause it. Now try your absolute best to repeat that line. Not just the words themselves, but exactly how the actor said it. Pay incredibly close attention to their intonation, how their voice rises and falls, the beautiful natural melody of their speech, which conveys so much meaning, often more than the words themselves, and how it differs from other English accents. Their rhythm, the natural stress on certain words, the subtle pauses that build anticipation, the overall flow and tempo of their speech, which is often faster, and especially the emotion in their voice. Did they sound genuinely happy and excited about a game winning shot? Deeply sad and melancholic about a life decision? Pleasantly surprised and lighthearted by a new opportunity? Mildly confused about a direction? Gently angry about a traffic jam? Truly try to embody that feeling in your own voice. This exercise is like becoming an actor in your own English learning drama, stepping into the role of a native speaker, feeling the language in your body and mind. It physically trains your facial muscles and vocal cords, helps you deeply internalize the inherent musicality and emotional range of English, and will make your spoken English far more expressive, vibrant, and incredibly natural, moving you miles away from a flat, robotic, or monotone delivery. It's an incredibly fun, insightful, and profoundly effective way to practice your pronunciation, your flow, and your ability to convey feeling authentically, just like native speakers do. Your Day 4 action plan, speaking from the heart. And now, my determined learners, for your specific, brave, and incredibly powerful action plan for Day 4. This is where we take these vital strategies and actively put them into tangible practice, transforming them from inspiring ideas into solid, consistent habits that will propel your English forward. I want you to embrace this with courage, starting small but committing to being consistently brave and wonderfully persistent. First, your core central task for today, the one that will truly unlock your personal English voice, is to talk about yourself. Choose one of these broad, universally relevant, and endlessly fascinating topics: your job, your school, or your hobbies. Your primary goal is to speak continuously, freely, and spontaneously for 3 to 5 minutes about your chosen subject. Remember, do not try to write a perfect script beforehand. That completely defeats the purpose of natural, uninhibited conversation. Just let your thoughts flow in English, letting your passion for the subject guide your words. If you choose your job, talk about your work experience. For instance, describe your daily routine in an office environment, what your responsibilities are, what you genuinely enjoy most about your work culture, the typical challenges you face, or your aspirations within your career in a company. How does your job connect to the broader economy or daily life? Perhaps in an industry like technology or healthcare in a bustling hospital, or even retail in a large shopping mall. What skills do you use that are highly valued in the job market? If you choose your school, share your experiences from an education perspective. This could be your experience as a student or your aspirations to study at a university. Talk about your favorite subjects, a memorable moment from a class, what you appreciate about the teaching style, the friendships you've made with classmates, or your hopes for your academic future in a specific city. What was a surprising aspect of the school system or campus life? If you choose your hobbies, describe activities that are popular or how you might pursue your hobbies in a new setting. How did you first discover that passion? What you absolutely love about the activity? Any specific techniques you've learned or new discoveries you've made recently? Perhaps you enjoy hiking and dream of exploring a national park. Maybe you follow popular sports like basketball, baseball, or football. Do you enjoy cooking popular dishes or attending local community events, which are very common in towns and cities? How does your hobby connect to your life or bring joy to others around you? This exercise is specifically designed to get you deeply comfortable and supremely confident expressing personal information in English, which is a fundamental and ever present part of any real world conversation. It forces you to access your personal vocabulary and structure your own narratives without the crutch of translation. To make this core task even more profoundly effective and insightful, I highly recommend you combine it with the voice typing strategy we just discussed. So, find a quiet space where you feel uninhibited. Open Google Docs or a similar tool on your device, activate voice typing, and then begin speaking for your full 3 to 5 minutes about your job, school, or hobbies. Allow yourself to be completely uninhibited, letting the words come out as they may without fear of judgment. After you finish, take a moment, then read through the transcribed text. Be your own kind yet honest teacher. Identify any words you mispronounced, any awkward phrasing that didn't sound quite right, or any grammatical errors that jump out at you. This self-correction loop is incredibly powerful for accelerating your learning and building your linguistic awareness, turning every tiny stumble into a valuable lesson for your future speaking. And finally, your third and last task for today is to find a short scene from a popular movie or TV show, ideally about 1 to 2 minutes long, with clear conversational dialogue. You can find countless clips on YouTube or streaming platforms. Look for slice of life moments from shows like Seinfeld for witty banter, Modern Family for family dynamics, or even animated films for clear pronunciation. Watch it once or twice to get the gist of the conversation, then pick 3 distinct lines from that scene that you particularly like or find interesting. Now, bravely practice repeating each of those 3 lines out loud, focusing intensely on mimicking the actor's emotion, intonation, and rhythm. Truly try to sound like them. Feel the words in your mouth, allow the emotions to color your voice, and observe how speakers naturally emphasize certain words. Record yourself doing it if you have the means. Hearing yourself and comparing it to the original will reveal amazing insights and help you fine-tune your delivery, identifying subtle nuances you might have missed. It might feel a little strange or even silly at first, but this dedicated practice will dramatically improve how natural, expressive, and truly native sounding you become when you speak English, making you a much more engaging speaker and listener. The unstoppable power of consistent practice for fluency. Congratulations truly on bravely completing day 4 of our challenge. You're not just learning English, you're moving with incredible momentum from simply learning about English to actively living English, one conversation, one spoken sentence, one expressive line at a time. This consistent daily practice, this courageous willingness to engage your voice and speak aloud, is the absolute non negotiable key to unlocking genuine fluency, particularly for thriving in English conversations. By consistently applying these powerful strategies, you will undoubtedly notice a remarkable and accelerating difference in your confidence, your quickness of thought in English, and the overall smoothness and naturalness of your spoken communication. The benefits will accumulate, helping you feel more at home in English. Reduced hesitation. Those awkward silences and ums and ahs will shrink, replaced by confident, flowing speech that sounds more natural in conversations. Enhanced muscle memory. Your mouth and brain will start to work in seamless harmony, almost on autopilot, making speaking feel effortless and allowing you to keep up with faster speech. Natural rhythm and intonation. Your English will gain that beautiful, authentic musicality, making you sound like a true communicator, not just a learner. Increased reaction time. You'll find yourself responding almost instantly in conversations without that mental scramble, allowing for truly dynamic and engaging exchanges typical of social interactions. Soaring confidence. This is the most profound reward. The feeling of genuine linguistic freedom, knowing you can express yourself authentically in English, whether ordering food, participating in a class, or making new friends, is truly liberating. You are truly shaping your linguistic future, building a strong, vibrant bridge between your inner English thoughts and your outer spoken words, specifically tailored for connection. The more you speak, the more natural and automatic it becomes. Tomorrow, on day 5, we're going to build directly on this crucial foundation of daily practice by talking about how to connect your ideas more smoothly and build longer, more complex sentences naturally, truly elevating your conversation skills to the next level, allowing you to express even more intricate thoughts with effortless ease and sophistication, ready for any conversation. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you found it genuinely helpful, share it widely with your fellow English learners, and of course, please subscribe to English in Advance so you absolutely don't miss day 5. Your support helps us reach more learners like you. In the comments section below, I'd truly love to hear which of today's brave strategies you're most excited to implement first. Perhaps you'll even share a brief thought about your job, your school, or one of your hobbies, focusing on how it relates to daily life or your aspirations. Share your thoughts and experiences. I always enjoy reading them, learning from your journeys, and cheering you on in your incredible progress. Thank you very much for joining me on day 4. Keep practicing speaking, keep growing, and I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow.